Just want to make sure you get that right plane in the middle of this for mirroring, symmetry, etc. This looks pretty good. All I'm doing here is just recreating some of the elements from the step file so that I can keep building without relying on the feature version SolidWorks that was here. This is a little way to get around things. What you've drawn looks pretty good as a starting point. Just want to recreate a little bit. Looks like all your bodies are merged together. I'd keep them separate until you finish the job. So it's easier to identify different bodies as you're working. For instance, I can't separate anything here to just get a profile of one. So it's a little bit annoying, but it's not that bad. So if I want to do a sweep profile of this, for instance, just trim out these corners. Just use your existing geometry to get those back. I can do a convert edges there, and I can do a sweep using that sketch, using this sketch. You can see I can redo that part. And I'm just going to keep it as a solid. I can always change that later, shell it out. I'm going to make sure I unmerge result so it's separate. And I'm going to mirror that again. Okay, and I can see my plane is not quite in the middle. So it's something I need to work on as well. Plane, so here, got it in the middle of that. We want to get it in the middle of this. Point to that plane is 580. Okay, now I can mirror that plane, that body, it'll be in the right spot. Cool. That body at the end, what have we got there? Okay, that's easy enough to replicate. Just close it up, cut it out later. Cool. This one here, it's a little funky with that detail. Probably want to do that with a sweep. I'm going to go ahead and draw a reference plane on this point, and with that plane selected, just going to follow along what you've drawn here. I think the main thing you'll want to add in is a couple of radiuses. I'll leave it to you to change that later. The size of that is 50 mil diameter, so that's cool. That one can just be a sweep circular profile, 50 mil. Okay, that's done. And then this last one here, I'm actually going to leave that and cut away everything else and just leave that piece. So I'm going to split using these trim faces, cut this body, cut bodies, consume everything else that I can see, just leave that, exit isolate, and there's the other bodies that I've drawn up. Hide plane and hide that plane. Okay, so now we've got a starting point which we can kind of edit. All right, let's have a look at your file, your sketches. Okay, so I've got this and photos. Cool. I'll put that detail back in, that little one on the end. I'm just going to put this sketch up onto that screen to the side. Come back and find that detail here you've drawn. I'm going to split that out first. Hide. See if this will work. Nope. Got to redo it. It's okay. I'm just reselecting the bodies that I want to get rid of. Come on. Split to faces. Should be good now. And the body's back. Save. Okay. So from a drawing, it looks like it's on the front section. Okay, so Jeff Alton's comment here is pretty accurate with 3D sketches for the profile, because if the extrusion is continuous all the way around, even though it changes angles, you do a 3D sketch, you can just do the whole thing in one go and then do the joining members separately. So I'm probably going to do a similar thing here. We are missing some dimensions, and proportionally it looks like some elements of the sketch are a little bit off, but I'm just going to show you how to do it and then you can fix all the details. So if I put that sketch in, it just looks like it comes up a little bit higher. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong here. Yeah, so it goes down and then the tricky bit is where it goes in. So let's continue that on. I'm going to use it as a reference. So what I'm going to do is save this sketch into just the folder that I've put all your stuff in. I'm going to do another screenshot of your top view. Save that, same spot, save. And I'm going to bring them in as guides. So it's tools, sketch tools. So we're going to start sketch first. Tools, sketch tools, sketch picture. So this will be the side view, this one. And now I just want to bring it in to get an approximate dimension. Now it's backwards, so I'll just flip it. You can see it's, if you've set a few dimensions accurate early, it makes things really easy. This is just a guide. I would always reference your dimensions first. I'm just going to get it close so that I can do the rest of it. That's that side. So that pitch is there. I can make it a bit transparent and I can sketch